guard spot. And for and it's Havlicek in at the 2. And coach, that long off season is over. The NBA is back.
No idea. I've been waiting a long time for tonight, a game that counts. How great is this?
Now, here is James. Pass to James. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. And Havlicek pulls it down. Here's Kirilenko. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Hill the pass to Howard. Here's Nowitzki. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And coach, the Kings know they need to get better defensively. But do they have the personnel is the question.
Well, so much of defense is about your commitment to making multiple efforts, in particular contesting three-point shooters, an area they've struggled in tremendously. If you're starting to fix something, start there.
Now, here's James. Here's Havlicek. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by Hill. Here's Bird. And here's Curry for 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
If you're looking to become a catch-and-shoot expert, Curry is the player to study. He's a master.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's James. Oh, rejected by Howard.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now, here is James. Here's Pettit. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he goes in for the dunk.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's James. No points so far. And slam dunk by James.
It doesn't get much better than that. LeBron putting some muscle on the slam.
Pass to Nowitzki. Counted. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. The Kings, 4th.
Well, as a coach, it's a relief knowing free throws are almost automatic for your guys.
Kings trail by 3. And here's SGA. To the inside. And the basket by Mutombo. Right on him. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in by SGA. Pass to Bird. Here's Nowitzki. He has 6. Orlando moving the ball around. And the basket by Curry.
One of the deadliest shooters in league history. Curry's range knows no bounds. Simply incredible.
Here's Pettit. Here's Pierce. He's covered by Curry. Right at the free throw line. Another one falls for Sacramento.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Pass to Nowitzki. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Hill against Gilgeous-Alexander. They set the pick. To the middle. It's stolen by Howard. Tries it from 16. And it's Orlando with another. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break has been a big part of their success. They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Now here's SGA. Pass to Pettit. On the wing, SGA. They set a pick. Inside. There's the steal. Hill with it. He's picked up by SGA. Outside, Hill. Curry, a screen on SGA. 4 on the clock. Shot from the wing. Nowitzki, that one's good. And now a 12-point Orlando lead.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And so it's Orlando going into the break up 12. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
They've got James, and it's Mourning in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. James against Green. Snatched away. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to McGrady. Shot from the top of the key. Out to the right wing. Here's Lucas. Hits the trifecta.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Pierce. No points yet.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Green finds Thompson. Three-pointer off the mark. Kings trail by 13. And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
And balancing a roster is tricky, B.A. You don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you got to give up something to get something back.
Here's McGrady. After the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. Count it. McGrady's got his first points of the game.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Havlicek. Yet to see a basket. James outside. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Green, the pass to Cowens. Oh, they pick off the pass. From the elbow. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Havlicek's got his first 2 points of the night.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's McGrady. And he hits the jump shot. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller, scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Chomps, thanks for the report. Orlando with the ball. Following the score by Sacramento. McGrady, the pass to Cowens. And a two-handed jam!
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Orlando shooting their first free throw tonight. Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, B.A., and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Lucas. The Kings getting their last shot to go. Thompson passes to McGrady. LeBron with the rebound. Kings trail by 8. left to the wing. Headed. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 4th assist with that last one. Orlando's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Thompson passes to Green. They set the pick. To the wing on the left. A nice shot by Cowens. Cowens has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top.
For him, it was a season to remember, and I think his fans would say the same.
Kings trail by 7. Pass to Pierce. .156 left in the first half of this one. 5 on the clock. Here's Mutombo. The baseline J is on the way. It's hauled in by Lucas.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's McGrady. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. McGrady's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Pass to Mourning. Shot blocked. They retain possession. SGA passes to Mutombo. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sacramento needs to get off a shot, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass to McGrady. Lets it fly from 18. No good off the glass. Kings trail by 7. There's the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Mutombo. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. Mutombo has gotten 4 this quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And here's Thompson for 3. Mutombo with a rebound. And the Kings shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Cowens. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's McGrady. Orlando again missing. Here's Pierce. Again, the Kings score.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
The shot. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Magic. They're up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And greetings from the 2K studios. Here at halftime, the Sacramento Kings in a tight game.
I'm impressed with their effort on the glass. Big positive in my book. They just need to keep it up, Ernie.
Yeah, that's been their big advantage thus far. All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. Papa No Look 3 is curious as to whether Shaq could have made it as a stretch 5.
Look, there's an easy way to answer that. Shaq, how many threes did you make in your NBA career?
One more than everybody watching at home.
Good point. But then they didn't answer. How many dunks did you have? Stretch 5? No, we're going inside the big fella.
Thank you, Kenny.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Magic leading by 3. On the court for the Magic, they've got Stephen Curry, and it's Bird in at the 3. Curry passes to Nowitzki. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Nowitzki's got 13.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Rice. Still without a bucket. Hill with the steal. To the left side wing. Nowitzki misses the 3.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And this young Magic team plays a stifling brand of defense, Dan.
Yeah, the best we've seen in Orlando since the Hall of Famer Dwight Howard controlled the paint. That team also had great coaching.
Here's Rice, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
Pass to Curry. Here's Nowitzki. He's got 13. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Well, I know what their coach is preaching in this huddle. Can you guys please stop turning it over? And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. Number 1, the Magic.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
James with the ball. Down low. Here's Pierce. And it's Bird with a rebound.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now, here is James. To the middle. Ball stolen. On the wing, Curry. And there's the lob. It's stolen by James. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Shot on the wing. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. James has got 6 points. Hill against James. Pass to Nowitzki. The three. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
On fire to start the second half. 4 of 5 from the field.
Now, here is James. 6 points for him. Nice move. Here's Pettit. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, elevating his teammates with passes like this. LeBron is all about making his guys better.
Now Hill. Pass to Nowitzki from behind the arc. And another three for Orlando.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And here's James. And he's going for the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Lucas. Pass to McGrady. Thompson outside. 5 to shoot. Cowens passes to Thompson. Off target from outside. Kings trail by 8. Here's Kirilenko. Outside Robinson. Now James. Here's Kirilenko. Off target from 3-point range. Thompson outside. And there's the screen. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Pettit. Pettit's got 4 rebounds now. Kirilenko passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Throws it up high. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Cowens. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Cowens has got 7. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire. And already a gifted score. Flag able to find a way to make sure it goes in.
Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flagg to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, B.A., he made me look really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
Here's Kidd. Here's the pick. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Flagg. To the paint. McGrady to pass to Cowens. 6 on the shot clock. The Magic need to put one up here. Lucas. And the 3 off target. Kings trail by 11. Here's Rice. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Orlando leading by 10. Pass to Flagg. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's McGrady. Kidd with a rebound.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Intercepted. And so it's Orlando ending the quarter up 10. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Arizin in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
And no hesitation from Clay. I mean, you think back to that terrible ACL injury on a fast break in the 2019 finals. This guy is fearless.
Here's Pierce. Inside. It's tipped. Here's McGrady. Here's Flagg. It's deflected. Here's Arizin to the inside. Morning misses. Thompson outside. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Flagg. SGA covering. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Here's Pierce. They set the screen to the middle. Up top, Thompson. Down low. McGrady, the pass to Lucas. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Flag. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by Mourning. SGA surveying the D. Pass to Pierce. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mourning. Boom! He jams it straight down.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And the Kings going with a whole new group out there. Orlando making some changes. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now. Keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Bird. And once again, off the mark by Orlando.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
To the paint. Kirilenko passes to Pettit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Magic leading by 10. Curry with it. Here's Nowitzki. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist of the night.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Now, here is James. Pass to Pettit. Here's Havlicek. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Guarded by Howard. Abdul-Jabbar misses. James against Hill. Here's Bird. Fades back. The bank shot, no good. Now, here is James. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Howard. Now Curry. He launches. Oh, he can't hit it.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's James from deep. Ooh, it misses. Here's Bird. Fires the 3. Money from 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. They trail by 14. Beyond the arc. The 3 is in.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Hill. Throws it up. James rips down the board. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Oh, can't hit the jumper. Magic leading by 11. Now Curry. For 3. Oh, it misses. And so James will bring it up for the Kings. There's the block.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Magic.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they've had no trouble finding the win against this squad. They'll wrap up the season series with a clean 3-0 sweep.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Shot clock at 3. He lets it go.
Don't underestimate James defensively. He can put the clamps on you when he wants.
And Sacramento has possession. 11-point game. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K. There's so much excitement for these teams and for their fan bases on day one of the season.
That's typical for all fan bases on the opening day of the season. I mean, the whole season is in front of you. Optimism runs high for just about everybody.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. They've got Howard. Hill is out there with Curry. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Bird in at the small forward position. Clock at 2. Hill, no good. Bennett, the pass to LeBron. Pass to Bennett for 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. Bennett's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Kings. Now Curry fires the 3. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Hill against Havlicek. Over in the corner, Kirilenko. Good ball movement here by the Kings. James against Curry. Nice shot by James.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit. One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
James in the post. Hill's there, and James gets it to go.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Nowitzki. Pass to Bird. Now here's Curry. Fires for 3. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Now Now here's LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
That shot off. Lobbed up there for Howard. Taken away by Kirilenko. Pass to Pettit. Abdul-Jabbar looking over the floor. And here is LeBron. And it's sent back by Howard.
Huge swat from the big fella Howard. An absolute force defensively.
And the basket by Hill.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Kings leading. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. James kicks to Kirilenko. Pass to Pettit. Puts up a 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here is Bird. He has yet to score. Havlicek with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And, yes, it's good.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Completely new group on the floor for the Kings. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. Number 1, the Magic.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Outside Hill. Pass to Curry. On the wing, Bird. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bird's got 5 now.
And his passing ability shining through now. Curry knows it'll be crucial to his game.
Here's Mourning. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Nowitzki fires away from outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Down low, here's Mutombo, and it's Dikembe with the jam.
And at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
And it's Bird with the jam.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Now, here's SGA. Still without a basket. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Bird passes to Nowitzki, and the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Mutombo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
The first one falls. And so Mutombo nails both of them. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Curry passes to Nowitzki. Here is Howard. Back to Nowitzki. Howard with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking it over. Hill sets the screen for Curry. Pass to Nowitzki. Shoots over Pierce. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Kings ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Showing a lot of
bench is playing such a big role early. That certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
James is out there with Pierce. Then there's Mourning. Then it's Kareem. And it's Arizin.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
Outside, Green. Back to McGrady. Over Pierce. It's hauled in by Alonzo Mourning.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And the dunk by Mourning.
Hey, that's the defense's fault right there. I mean, you got to push Mourning much farther away than that.
McGrady against Pierce. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pierce showing off a little bit off the dribble that time. Very creative with that move.
Now, here is McGrady. Pass to Thompson. Fires the three. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Kings leading now by 6. How about this one break they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing. Really keeping things simple.
Here's Harrison. He's covered by Thompson. And shot on the way. And there are the Kings with another bucket. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. The Magic trail by 10. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Havlicek. Yep, it counts. Havlicek's got the lead up to 12 now for Sacramento. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Kings.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Andre Kirilenko is checked in for Sacramento. Here's Sacramento now. A 12-0 run right now and counting. LeBron dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now, here's McGrady. Back to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And all these guys can take flight now. Green's athleticism there, exceptional.
James looking around. Jacks up a 3. And LeBron nails the 3.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And that one's good. McGrady.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him. And when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Green against James. Inside. And stolen by Lucas. Here's McGrady. And too long on the shot. Kings leading now by 13. From 17 feet out. And James gets it to go on the assist by Kirilenko.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Cowens. The shot from the low post is good. Cowens has got his first 2 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.